Ponies on the Net, I'm Countess Rose, and welcome to Two Mares Review, where we review anything from fanfiction character design. I'm here with my co-host, Fire Scales.
Hey peeps!
And today we're reviewing the fanfic Queen or Mother, written by Capucci.
Sounds like Pikachu in a way. I like it.
I enjoy the username, it's adorable. Fire Scales, would you like to give us a quick synopsis of the story?
I can. Basically, we first meet up with Celestia, and she's going to meet Chrysalis, and basically to extend a hoof of friendship, to kind of show Chrysalis that there are better ways of viewing ponies than as a food source, and trying to basically plant the seed of thought, not exactly expecting to convert Chrysalis right then and there. And then it ends with Celestia leaving and Chrysalis trying out basically what Celestia has shown her and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a story where not very much goes on. There's no battles, there's no excessive drama. It's just a very quaint conversation between two powerful ponies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about it.
Let's just get your original thoughts when I sent you this fic.
I kind of felt like just kind of nuzzled into the conversation, and I thought it was both characters act within like their show counterparts. I thought it was really nice. I don't exactly have that terribly much to say about it.
Yeah, it's a very short but very interesting story. When I first found this, I was just like drawn into the story and just kind of wanting to see where Celestia was going with this and how Chrysalis was going to react, because she wasn't forcing anything. She was just trying to lead Chrysalis along, letting her come to the conclusion herself. Didn't exactly come on and say, look, this is how this has worked, this is how this has worked, we are the same.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
It's short and sweet. The person apparently wrote this in about 3 hours, which I'm like, congratulations, you're a very much better writer than I am.
Mm-hmm.
I like how in the story we kind of in a way change perspectives just a little bit, because we have the narrator, and then sometimes we have Celestia's thoughts, and then sometimes, very much rare, but it does happen, we have Chrysalis's thoughts. And so we kind of really get to kind of see what they're thinking and their reactions, and kind of get painted a really good picture.
Mm-hmm. The story is very comforting in a way, but it still has that slight uneasiness of how Chrysalis would react.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of feel a little bit of a tension, and slowly as the story goes on, it kind of eases away.
I kind of, upon leaving upon this, I kind of see Celestia and Chrysalis kind of like as like rivaling cousins or something.
Yeah.
They kind of seem slightly like family.
There's a couple points in the story where I think they might have been hinting at a past between these two, especially with, I'm going to assume, Chrysalis's alternate name.
Yes, I looked that up, and it's actually really interesting what it means.
Oh, please. Miss, I actually did research.
I looked up, and by the way, this is something that's well written. If I'm wanting to go research and find out a little bit more about it, so good on you. Good on you. Who wrote it again? Capucci. Ain is an Irish name. It is a goddess of summer, wealth, and sovereignty. She's associated with midsummer and the sun. It is sometimes represented by a red mare. And then the rest of it just goes into like relations and like who she's a daughter of and whatnot. But yeah, and I thought that was a really good connection. I'm guessing, by judging by the description and by the pictures that I see, that she used to be very beautiful, or she is beautiful and whatnot, so that might hint at something of what Chrysalis was.
That's really cool. This is why I like when people think really deeply about the names of their characters.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm just like, what happened to Chrysalis? What does this writer think happened to Chrysalis to have a name that is from our our world, a very beautiful goddess of summer. It has something to do with the sun. So it's like, did she have was she some sort of affiliation with Celestia? We don't know. And so there's a lot of thought in that, and I think that was a very smart decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really enjoy that aspect because I enjoy stories where they're self-contained within themselves, but there's like little tiny branches out where like, there's more that could be expanded on, but it doesn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any burning questions that have to be answered.
Yes.
The story feels complete.
It does. It ties everything nicely.
The story itself is complete, but we can see that something has changed within it, and those characters move on after this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of beautiful. So, do you want to slightly discuss the audio drama that we found by Solar Pony?
I thought the narrator was very nice, and this is kind of a weird small snippet. It had good bass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it felt good listening to this audio drama. The narrator was clear. He seemed a little dry every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like it was more of a documentary every now and then, but that's just practice.
Mm-hmm.
But he was still good. We've heard less. The Celestia one, the voice for Celestia, I didn't hear Celestia when I heard her, but still she spoke clear. And she enunciated well. And then Chrysalis, you kind of can't go wrong with Chrysalis, the double voice thing. She's kind of a simple character to voice
more
as.
of auto-tuning it.
And I like how they kept Chrysalis, when she is, being taught a slight lesson,
Mm-hmm.
a very gentle lesson, but she still kind of every now and then has that snarky brattiness that she always has.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad they kind of kept that in there,
Mm-hmm.
in the drama.
Yeah, I really enjoyed. I'm making a guess that was Obab Scribbler voicing Celestia.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually heard her do Celestia's in a couple other fics, and I think she actually has a very nice voice for Celestia for at least a fanfic reading.
Yeah. I mean, by all means, it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not quite show accurate. But then again, trying to mimic someone else mimicking a certain character can be a bit difficult.
Oh yeah, it certainly can be. I liked the sound effects, all the drone sounds. With Celestia's magic in the beginning, I really liked that. It helped painted a picture, made it very believable. It helped me to dive into the story more. And so I thought it was very nice. And the music was very good, subtle in the background.
It wasn't overpowering.
Not at all.
Sound effects were very nice.
And clear. There's nothing grainy.
Mm-hmm.
There's good microphones, which, I appreciate that so much.
Yay.
So I guess we can move on to the art?
Yes, the lovely art, which is on DeviantArt, which is titled Second Round by Famosity. I can't word today.
Famosity.
Okay.
Famosity. Famosity, you did a good job with this piece.
For a doodle that you did in math, dang.
And all I can say is, Celestia, that's some nice hair.
I really enjoy artists who actually draw Celestia's hair as hair, not just it's ethereal mist.
Yeah, maybe that's why Chrysalis is snarling at her. She's jealous of that mane. I mean, I would be. Look how just luscious and glorious, and it's right, and every strand of hair is right exactly where it needs to be. I can't do that. So unfair.
Well, all your hair just stands straight up.
All right, now it's kind of in a floppy mess, but oh well. It's in laid back mode. But I like the positioning of both characters. Celestia's kind of in a defensive, but at the same time very regal and kind of opposing pose.
Not exactly threatening, but still like, I ain't backing down. You're gonna have to calm down. Little Miss Buggy.
Yeah, and Miss Buggy is very angry as usual, and quite snarly, to say the least. I will say though, when her horn ends, she has the biggest horn ever.
Yeah.
Slight critique.
I think Chrysalis' horn is like kind of hard to draw proportionally, especially when you think of a unicorn's horn and you think, oh, is it just a changeling horn? It's going to be curvy, and I'm just like, no, I don't know. I've always had trouble drawing Chrysalis' horn myself, so I can't really say much.
I like the lighting. It matches with what's described in the story.
The greenish glow, I kind of really like it.
And I do like, and one thing though, back to the story, I like how the artist kind of just took the green glow as the changeling signature. It kind of helped develop a culture for the changelings a little bit, since we don't exactly have that much to say of them anyway in terms of the show.
Yeah, we might get something this season.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
I'd love to see some development in changelings, like their homeland and whatnot.
I would just like a changeling that's not a villain.
Yeah,
We aren't all evil.
That's another thing I liked. Like, the changelings weren't, they were kind of animalistic, but they weren't monsters per se.
They didn't attack her until she was just like right in their house. It was like,
So I thought that was a good showing of them.
yeah. How the story wrapped up, I really enjoyed that Chrysalis didn't just like completely 180 at the very end. I was like, she's kind of like, I'm just going to loosen just a smidge and see how this goes.
Yeah, I like how she'd be like, okay, you're free. Everyone make up a name, and that's who you're gonna be.
I kind of like the fact that it kind of gave the feeling that she was going to pull every changeling in and name them.
One by one.
One by one. It's kind of like a personal touch, and I can see Chrysalis kind of doing that, because like she loves her changelings.
But it's weird, because when I see her naming all these drones, I'm just kind of like, because when I think of Celestia kind of mentally aged wise, I obviously kind of more adult, an older woman who is very wise and whatnot. When I think of Chrysalis, I kind of think of like our age, kind of on the younger side, and so I'm like, this must be so daunting for her.
I personally kind of see Chrysalis and Celestia being closer to the same age. Personally, seeing that they're both rulers of a nation within their own. But that's just me. And also, I've read too many fanfictions where she was there the entire freaking time. So, you have anything else?
I thought it began pretty well. Not a jarring spot. It was, we weren't thrown in the middle of the changeling cavern. We were, beforehand to kind of get a sense of where we were and where
we
we're
were
going.
eased into it. We was eased in, we enjoyed the ride, and we eased out. It's kind of like a lazy river.
Yeah. And it ended well. We kind of technically in a way stayed in the same location. So that kind of made things a little bit more easier to comprehend and swallow.
Yay, astral projection.
Yay! So that's about all I have on this.
Yeah, I believe that's all. I think we've covered everything. Good story, good audio interpretation of it. The artwork that was found to be used as a cover is beautiful and very well done, cell shaded. So, if you have a fan fiction you want us to review or a character you'd like us to critique, you can send it to us on our DeviantArt page at twomaresreview.deviantart.com, or you can email it to us at twomaresreview@gmail.com, or you can tweet me at it at CountessRose on Twitter. #2maresreview.
Yeah.
So, until next time, guys, I am Countess Rose.
And I'm Fire Scales.
Thank you and have a good day.